Hi, I'm Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how to make a flower out of some items you just might find at Home Depot and at home. In honor of Father's Day, I was looking around and I thought, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to make a flower with some masculine items from Home Depot. I love shopping at Home Depot. Everyone may say that it's just for guys. Well, we all know, ladies, that that is not true at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to make this flower right here. And what you're using to create it is you're actually using a screen, cork, contact paper, and blue jeans, and an earring. You can find earrings at the dollar store, and you can also find earrings at other places that sell them in bulk. This is really a cute little flower. I just do want to recommend that you take precaution because it can be pokey on the, it can stick you or poke you with the screen because it can be sharp. So this is definitely not something for children to do without supervision, okay? So what you have is you'll need cork, you'll need some screening, and you'll need your blue jeans, as well as your earring. You'll have a die, the platforms, and your die machine right here, okay? So let's get started. I'm going to put all of these items back over here, and I'll turn around the die cut machine. Okay. So we're going to start with the blue jean material. So what we do here, oops, let's turn this around the right way. What we do here is we're going to take the blue jean material, we're going to place it on top of our die, like so, and make sure it's covering the area. I'm doing all of the flowers. This die is the Big's L Fun Flower Set, die, and it's from Stampin' Up. Okay, so we're just going to put that on there, take this platform, put it right on top, take the other one, put it underneath, and we'll stick it right in there, and we'll roll it through, and you'll hear the cricking and cracking, because that's what it does. And you'll see here that it's cut out. Sometimes it has a little bit of piece here and there, but for the most part it's cut them out perfectly. Okay, and there is one more piece. Where did it go? Let's see. Oh, here it is. Right here. Oops. Okay, so we have these 5 pieces from this die. Okay, so I'm going to set those right there. That's the blue jean material. Now we're going to do the cork contact paper, and like I said, it really is contact paper. So you could use this on a project, a card, or anything, because you really have your own adhesive. I am not sure if this is acid-free, so I make sure you check it before you put anything, put it on anything that's going to be a keepsake. Okay. So we're going to, all we're doing is, since we already had the platform underneath and the die ready to go, we just took this platform off. Replace the jean material with the cork. We're just going to put that right on top and run it through. Done. Okay, so like the other one, just take it right off. We have this one. We have this one. Let's see here. Got this one. And the two middle pieces. There's 5 for that. Okay. See right here? These are the different pieces of the cork. Okay. So we're going to put those aside. And now we're going to put the screen on. Now the screen right here, I should have cut prior and I did not, so I'm going to do that really quick. And you can use any scissors. It's really easy to cut. Just make sure that you don't hurt yourself because it does have a few little ends that are sharp sometimes. It's not really super sharp, but it does poke you, and it hurts. So what you're going to do is you're going to cover up this die right here, And you're going to place this sandwiched on top, and we're going to push it through, and roly, roly, roly. As you can tell, I like to try different things, and I just love, the reason why we went to Home Depot is because we needed some stuff for our screens to replace. So I was looking and I thought, you know, I think I have some of this material I was going to use for scrapbooking, and sure enough, I did, and I thought it was really funny, so I thought I'd show you guys. So you have this little bugger, and then we have this little bugger, and then we have this little one, and we have this one, oops, and last but not least, the middle. So I'm going to put that aside. Now, as you can see, there's pieces of it, so you can just gently wipe it off, or you can tap it, okay? So I'm going to tap, tap, tap. And see, I didn't even wipe it off. Most of it came off, okay? So we're going to move this out of the way. I want to show you something neat that I found out when I cut this screen material. Because it's like a grid pattern, sometimes it will kind of move and groove. Look at that. Isn't that neat? You can kind of make it like this. It's almost like a different shape when you do it. You can do different stuff with it. So I just thought that was really neat. I get excited about different stuff like that. I'm sorry. At any rate, so what we have here is the actual flower that I did. Okay, and there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do it. You can put different pieces together, use different parts of it. Typically, it's good to work in threes or at least uneven numbers, so it doesn't look so methodical. It's nice to have a little bit of character in your creations. So what I did with this one, I'm going to repeat. I took the bottom, the large flower for the bottom. I also took the large flower from the blue jeans, and I just offset it a little bit, okay? So I just offset it like this. And then on top of that, I simply placed the cork middle flower. Now, just so you know, the die has 3 flowers and 2 inside pieces. So there's a lot of variations you can do with this, okay? So right here is where I put the cork, and then I placed the screen material right on top of that, and then I placed the little circle right here, the cork circle. And then I'm going to grab my earring, and the great thing about earrings is we all know they have something that you can use to poke through. So that's what we're going to do, okay? So just in case you were having a hard time following along, I'm going to do it one more time real quick, okay? So we have the bottom, which is the screen. Then we have the blue jean material right on top of that, offset a little bit so that they're not right on top of each other. Otherwise you won't be able to see the screen. Okay. Then we're going to place the cork right on top of there, offset again. Now if you don't know what offset means, that means turned a little bit this way or a little bit that way, not centered perfectly. Okay. And then we're going to do this right here. Take the same small flower, or I'm sorry, the middle flower, and put it offset right on top of that, so it's not mimicking the flower, the cork flower. Otherwise you won't probably be able to see as much of the texture, which is one of my things. I love texture. I love different kinds of texture and different ways to make texture looks. And then we're going to take the middle part of cork and put that right in the middle. Okay, and then we pick them all up. Try to make sure that your flower is centered. It looks really good to me. So you're going to take your earring, you're going to poke it through, and you just kind of turn it back and forth a little bit, turn it back and forth a little bit, and you're almost through. Da, da, da. And if you want, you can always look in the back and see where it's poking through and help it along. There. Here we go. Okay, so it's poked through. Make sure you can see that. Okay. Gotta get my hands out of the way. See right there? There's the poke through right there. Okay. And then we just put the end on it like a normal earring we would do. Okay. Doesn't want to do it for me right now. Oh, there we go. Okay. And we poke it right through. Make sure it's secure. Okay. Now, this is where we have the fun, and we just kind of fold it in, arrange it a little bit. I'm going to start with the middle part. You know what? I just realized I forgot the middle flower. So that's easy. Why? Just pop it right off. Add that middle flower. And we're good. So let's try this again. So we just put that right in there. Okay. And the middle flower. Gonna put the hole right through. And it went right through this time. That was pretty easy. I don't even think I lined up the hole. Maybe I was just lucky. And then you put the earring backing on. Make sure it's secure. Push it down. Okay. Now you take the screening and you can bend the screening and it stays in place. But again, make sure that you're careful not to hurt yourself, because you don't want to hurt yourself and poke yourself, because that would not be fun for anybody. Okay? Okay. And then for this one on the bottom, I'm gonna maybe roll it back and forth, a little bit up, a little bit down, just a little bit of variation maybe. And then you can kind of bend the cork if you want a little bit. Change that up a little bit, just to give a little bit of a texture. And there you have it. There's your flower. Like I said, it's a really simple concept. So any material that you think you would like to see a flower in, you can use one of the Biggs dies. And the Biggs dies are the ones like this. These are the thick ones. Whoops. Because you don't want to use something that's like a thin one, because if you do a thin one, you could break it. So you want to make sure you use one of the thicker ones. And if it seems like your Sizzix machine is giving you, or whatever die cut machine, manual die cut machine you're using, gives you some resistance, you can try it a little bit, but don't try it too hard, because you certainly don't want to break your machine or the die. Okay? So this is what we got right here. I really appreciate you joining me today, and sorry about those mess ups, but boy, we sure make it live, don't we? Anyway, I only take one shot. That's why you get to see all the fun and the glory and the whoopsies, so that way you don't have to see outtakes, you just see them live as they happen. So that's about it. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining us, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and join us at www.acreativejourneywithmelissa.com. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.